Welcome to Stogie Palace. I'm your host, Chris. Today I have a request, and the sun is making me look like a ghost. So I have the Papas Fritas. This was a request made on the channel. Let's see. This is, let me give the correct and proper name. The Drew Estate Liga Privada Papas Fritas. I think there's a Unico in there maybe too. This is a 4.5 by 44 Corona, rated as full strength. I bought this at my local cigar shop 11 days ago. I paid $8 for it. It can be had probably, well, I know for sure, cheaper on Cigars International for about $5 in a 5-pack, 5 each. The wrapper's Maduro, origin is Nicaragua, and I sort of reviewed something like this not too long, well, actually it was 3 years ago, so it was a long time ago, and I didn't realize it until after I bought this, but the Ratzilla was the size that I had smoked. So as you can see, you get the little pigtail there, which V-cut will not work on this, and it's got the foot band. So I'll tell you more about it, but first let's light it up. As you can see, I'm standing. I'm not in my usual chair, and I'm using a Rocky Patel cutter. Haven't used this thing in a while. Probably be best if I get that foot band off, which came off nice and easy, so that's good. So you can go back, I guess, and see the video of perfect cut of that cigar, which is basically the same thing, just at a different size. And yeah, I can already see, well, I don't know if you can see that or not, but the wrapper is already, well, shoot, kind of unraveling there at the top. Hate to see that, but you know, it is what it is. Oh yeah, this wind's not going to be my friend. Smells good. You know, I think I mentioned before in videos that cigars, certain things, certain smells especially, bring back certain memories. This one is. Yeah, these things are potent. There's no way around that. Good light, good draw. That was one of the problems with the other one that I reviewed. But I have to keep reaching down because I don't have a table here or anything. So hold on. First I'll tell you about this one, then I'll refresh your memory about the one I reviewed in the past. Cigars International says, a league of their own. I get it, Liga Privada. In an endless search for the perfect cigar, Drew Estate cranks out hundreds of different blends and vitolas in the Liga Privada line. While most samples are dismissed, only a select chosen ones are privileged enough to have that tacky red velvet rope unclipped and stroll past the bouncer into the Liga Privada private league. Such distinct blends are so rare that they could be made into their own standalone line, and thus Liga Privada Unico series was created. An exclusive league for these unique cigars that are perfect in flavor and aroma to call home. Each premium is different in size and blend, from Dirty Rat to Feral Flying Pig to Papas Fritas, what I'm smoking now. All are extremely limited and exceptionally delicious. I don't know how limited they are. I like it so far. So let's go back in time. I have to go off screen to go back in time. Let's see. I got my book here, which I have not put anything in there in a long time, mostly because it's almost full, but it's a pretty cool little book. But this is from March 18th of 2016. Now, one thing I didn't remember until I saw this, and I'm glad I wrote this down, was this was given to me by somebody. I believe they bought it at the same shop that I bought this, but I don't know. I don't know what condition they kept it in. I don't know how long they had it. I don't know if it was in a humidor. I doubt it, because they weren't cigar smokers. So that's usually why I like to do it myself when it comes to cigars. I know the chain of events that went to it getting to my mouth. Well, from the point of my purchasing it or receiving it in the mail. From that point on, I know the condition it's been in, I know the humidor it's been in, I know temperature, humidity, the care was taken for it, not left out in a hot car or something for a day or an hour or several hours. And this, I don't know, there's a term I'm searching for here that I'm not finding, but a chain of something, I don't know. Anyway, chain of custody. This one here, best possible conditions. Bought it at the local cigar store. Their humidor is kept in perfect temperature and humidity, at least feels that way. Brought it home right into my brand new Air 300H, whatever it is. So it's been in perfect condition. So far, it's smoking really nice. You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of cracker crumbs, but in a bigger size. And a lot more expensive per cigar too. But this is something I may actually buy more of, and I don't mean just a few here and there. For instance, those cracker crumbs come in a pack of 5, I believe. I buy those whenever I see them. If I'm at a cigar shop, I see them, I buy some. They're perfect. Those are already pre-cut, big deal. But you know, this one isn't. But they're ready to go. I don't think they have any bands at all on them. And they're terrific cigars. So this one here, I rated a 92, which to a lot of people in the cigar world, they go, wow, that's pretty good. Yeah, you know how I score. That's not really all that great in my book. It took hits on burn, aroma, and overall good cigar, but construction issues with very tight draw and cracking wrapper. Great aroma and waft, but it had to get consistent, but hard to get consistent good draw. Medium to full in strength, lots of body, but it had to pull on it. None of those issues with this. Wrapper, perfect. Draw is perfect. That's why I'm saying the draw and the smoke output and the aroma, the flavor, a lot of this really reminds me of that cracker crumbs. Two different companies. For those that don't know, Drew Estate is now owned by Swisher. Did you know that? You probably did. You regular smokers, been around for a while, you all know that. But some of you newer ones that are big on Drew Estate when it comes to their acid line, which I'm not big on that. I've done reviews and tried a bunch of their different flavors, and I'm giving away half of them because I was like, this ain't for me. This one seems to have more oomph to it than the cracker crumbs. There's some more strength in there. I mean, it's bigger. It's got more filler, more binder. It's a wider ring gauge. It's longer, so stands to reason. But I like it so far. And I'm smoking this with a handicap because I had plans to do a lot more cigar reviews, getting the machine started up again. But I got a head cold, bam, just like that. After I was going, all right, here we go. I bought a bunch of cigars, some at the store, some cigar bed. Head cold. I mentioned the waft, something I haven't done in a long time, mainly because I haven't done a lot of videos in a long time, sorry. But I mentioned that in that review there. The waft is this, hard to do outside in the wind. But I get a lot of the aromas and flavors and everything that way. Also by retrohaling, but with this lingering sinus thing going on back there, I don't think the retrohale is going to work too well. So I'm already a quarter way into this. Need some water. It's kind of a little dry. Some cigars will get your salivary glands going, some do the opposite. Doesn't help that it's a little warm, windy, fighting that head cold, or getting over it anyway. But, well, there's all the preliminary information on the cigar, my past review of the similar cigar. So it turns out that problem I had there at the beginning, I guess it's not going to be as big of a problem as I thought. I thought the whole thing was about to come unravel. Just that little pigtail they have, the way they plop it on there, and when you do a straight cut and you pull that off, sometimes it wants to just go like this. Luckily, it didn't go any further than that. I think I'm going to be okay. I can see where it would like to try to unravel, but I think I'm going to be all right. Hopefully this wind's not a problem. Got my Vegas Hawaii shirt on, so let's check back a little bit later. Getting a little low on this one. I like it. I will be buying more of these. Whenever I'm in my cigar shop, just like I normally buy a pack of the Cracker Crumbs, I'll be buying these on occasion too. Good size, good performance. The wrapper's holding up just perfectly fine. Totally different than the previous experience I had with this Unico series. Couple things I wanted to mention. First of all, shout out goes to regular viewer and commenter David Rugio. I believe I'm saying your name right. And he was the one that recommended this when I put out the call for you guys to make some suggestions. Thank you, and thanks for all your comments. And he's a, like I said, regular watcher and commenter. Something I don't know if I've ever mentioned before. When I do these reviews, in almost every single situation, I think 100% of the time, it's the first time when I'm lighting it up, cutting it and everything, it's the first time I've ever laid my mouth, fingers, anything on that cigar. It's the first time. I know a lot of reviewers, and I'm not knocking them. These are professional reviewers that do really good, great reviews, usually in the written word. They've gone through 2 or 3 or 4, or they've smoked them first time. So maybe I should reword my cigar descriptions. First time. Anyway, if you didn't see my previous video about the Dominican Republic trip, check that out. It takes on a whole new, different meaning now, considering all the things that are going on down there. My wife mentioned, she's going, "You heard about all the stuff going on down there in the Dominican Republic?" I was like, "Oh wow, what a bummer." You know, I had a great trip. I encourage you guys to watch that video. It's about typical length for me, 13 minutes or so, and could have been a lot longer, believe me, because the original cut was over 30 minutes. And I also want to mention, after I did that video, was when David Ortiz got shot down there in Dominican Republic. Big Papi. Now, wasn't a real big fan of his when he was with the Red Sox, because I don't like the Red Sox. I have history with them. But I like him. Well, I didn't like him then when he was killing my teams. But since he's been a personality in the World Series and playoffs, the wife really likes him too. He's a funny guy, great personality. I'm sure he'll be fine. I hope he's fine. And the ironic part about that was, before I did that video, I was trying to win some of his cigars on Cigar Bid. He's got his own Big Papi. I'm sure now they're going to be nearly impossible to get. But I saw that Cigar Authority mentioned his cigar right around or before he got shot and he was in the news and everything. I don't think they were trying to capitalize it because they didn't mention it. I think it was just a total coincidence. So I'm going to try to get my hands on those too. So hope he's doing well. If you're watching Big Papi, doubt it. I only have like, I don't know, 1,000, 1,200 subscribers, so not likely. But hey, if you're recuperating, hope you're doing well. All the best to you from us and from everybody in the baseball family and cigar family and the world in general. We all wish you the best. So yeah, this cigar, great. It really is good. And I'm only, like I said, I'm only drinking it with water. And the thing that I noticed about it is, you know, I'm not the king of picking out flavors and all that, but I felt like I was drinking some bourbon or some scotch or something. There was something in the back of my throat. The combination of this and the water, maybe my taste buds are a little more sensitive because I had that cold that's going away, and maybe I got some fresh taste buds budding back there. But I got the sensation of a really nice spirit of some kind. It's like a scotch or a bourbon. So that's it. Score? I'll give it a 96. Why not? Definite improvement over the last time I smoked one of these, the bigger size. So it's holding together well. It's getting towards the end now, so I guess I better wrap it up. This is Chris, Stogie Palace. Check out all my other videos. Give them some thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. If you have, appreciate it. Thanks. And until next time, I'll see you later.